Hey, welcome to today's daily sprint where we are talking about increasing our purpose, passion, and meaning and growing together as entrepreneurs and growth-driven people. And today we've kind of been talking the last several daily sprints about The Second Mountain. It's a book by David Brooks. Tough read, small print, very deep topics, but my gosh, I'm only just about halfway through, and the wisdom in this is amazing. And today we're talking about transformational change or transformational commitment. So transformational commitment is basically like not just something small, like, hey, we're gonna go Taco Tuesday or we're gonna go to pizza, tonight, okay? Transformational change would be like having a child, getting married, taking your business to the next level, or launching a business. And there's three things that David talks about in the most recent chapter as far as things to look for when you're thinking about stepping into something that's going to be transformational change, which is the ultimate commitment. And commitments is where we get our joy from. Okay, we might sacrifice temporary freedom, but we get our long-term joy from committing to a marriage, committing to a business, committing to servanthood, committing to our children. So, number one, intuition. A lot of times people will say, oh, I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna go with my intuition. I'm gonna tell you that you want to be aware of that, not to second guess or doubt your intuition, but fear is typically what manifests itself in its gut. If I had listened to my gut or my intuition, I never would have married my wife, Erica. Crazy, because there was a ton of fear there because I just got out of a 13-year divorce, okay? So intuition kind of relies on patterns, or gut feelings rely on patterns. A lot of times when you're going into a transformational change, there's no pattern for your brain or your intuition to go to, so it will immediately hesitate and make you step back, and then you might interpret that fear as, oh, well, my gut is telling me not to do this. See this happen all the time, okay? So super important that you realize that. There's also things like the halo effect or loss aversion that manifests its way in intuition, okay? So really, really important that those things that were domesticated on. Loss aversion, the halo effect, the horn effect would be another one that kind of manifests its way into our intuition. So just being aware that our gut isn't always right. It's gonna be more emotional than it is necessarily intuitive. Second thing that you could think of is the 10-10-10, okay? How this decision make me feel in 10 minutes, 10 months, 10 years? What will be the long-term impacts? So say it's launching a business. Hey, in 10 years from now, I could be in a totally different place right now. Or if things don't work out, am I gonna be any worse off than I am now? I love that. So 10 minutes, 10 months, 10 years. And bringing this home, number three, there is no safe investment. When you're looking at transformational change and transformational commitment, you are going into this in servanthood to whatever you're committing to with zero expectations of anything in return. And I'm going to read this. We'll end on this note. David writes that there is no safe investment. To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything in your heart will certainly be wrung and possibly be broken. The only place outside heaven where you can be perfectly safe from all the dangers and preparations of love is hell. So make sure that you are taking that transformational change, taking that leap into your next chapter of your life. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to share this with someone that might need to hear it. We'll see you at the next Daily Sprint.